What is good, you guys? It's the Mix. Welcome back to the channel. I know many of you guys who watch my videos have been updated with how the Gilas Pilipinas are doing in the FIBA World Cup. It's not very good. They've actually lost all 3 games that they have played. But today, you guys, I wanted to talk about a bright spot for the Gilas in the FIBA World Cup, and that is, I guess, rookie sensation CJ Perez. He's had really a stellar performance in the PBA and in the FIBA Basketball World Cup this past season, and I would say has actually been the most consistent performer on Coach Yang Guo's team and embodying the Gilas persona with his energy and no fear attitude. He's played against pretty stellar against stronger and taller opponents from Italy and Serbia, and Perez has actually averaged a team high 15.5 points on 56% shooting from the field to go with 3 assists and 1.5 steals through 2 games. So to provide a spark for the Philippines, so far in this World Cup, I think Perez's emergence is no longer surprising considering he just has a bundle of intensity and efficiency. And actually, pre-World Cup training in Spain, I think a lot of people started to realize the type of player CJ Perez is and how he was going to be an important player for the Gilas in the World Cup. So in the game against Italy, CJ Perez scored 15 points on 6 of 11 shooting, 2 rebounds, 3 assists in the 108-62 loss to Italy. Italy actually was shooting the ball pretty well in that game. And then again in the second game, CJ Perez had 16 points on 57% shooting as the Philippines lost again 126-67 to the team that I actually think might win the tournament in Serbia. CJ Perez was quoted after one of the games saying, "I'm just trying to do my best." He was actually the top pick in last year's PBA rookie draft, so a lot of expectations for CJ Perez. I think that he's been a very important player for the Gilas and will continue to be in the future. And just for the whole tournament overall, across all teams, I think CJ Perez is one of definitely the breakout players. To be honest, when he played Serbia, he was fearless against Nikola Jokic, who's an NBA star, and he had no problem driving and attacking the rim on him, and he actually got a few steals on him as well. And I think just watching CJ Perez play, he kind of looks like an NBA player. He looks like an NBA talent. He's very fearless, athletic, attacks the rim. And just like I said, the thing I like most about CJ is just his fearlessness. Him being a young player, just finished his first PBA season, and just first time playing in a World Cup match, he showed just tenacity, determination, and a lot of maturity that I think he's raised his level of play very quickly, and he's earned his spot on the Gilas roster, and obviously has been definitely the breakout player for them in this tournament. So that's a little bit of a bright side, I definitely would say, from the Gilas in this FIBA World Cup. I think there was some expectations for the Gilas to do a little better than they have been. But with that being said, 2023 looking like there's going to be a strong roster for the Gilas, and I feel like each year they have been getting better, and their squad that they've been putting out there has been developing and becoming more competitive as the years go by. So Gilas, last night they lost to Angola, another winless squad, but I would say it was their most impressive game of the tournament. The final score is 84-81. Actually, a very thrilling matchup to watch. I thought it was very interesting. I actually, for a while, thought the Philippines were going to pull out the win. Roger Pagoy played very well. He hit a couple 3-point shots in the fourth quarter. Obviously, Andre Bloch had a monster game. He finished with 23 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 steals. And CJ Perez did very well as well, finished with 12 points. But this topic of this video, guys, I think Gilas Pilipinas, they showed a lot of heart in this tournament. Obviously, almost beating Angola in the last game shows their positivity and their strength and determination to try to get a W in this tournament. But I really just wanted to shine some light on CJ Perez and the tremendous tournament that he had. 15 points per game in a FIBA World Cup tournament is actually very, very impressive. If you look at other team stats, there's not a lot of players averaging 15 because these teams are so talented. They have to share the ball. So for CJ Perez, very young player, being the first time in the World Cup and being a very young player on the Gilas Pilipinas roster, for him to average 15 points in the tournament is very, very impressive, and I think the sky is the limit for him. I think he really showed a name for himself, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's some other overseas, European, Chinese, and NBA scouts that are taking notice to CJ Perez and maybe looking at what he can do in the future. So with that being said, you guys, overall, great tournament for the Gilas. I think they showed a lot of promise and a lot of determination and heart, which is what we like to see. And without further ado, you guys, please leave a comment, subscribe, hit a like on this video if you enjoyed it. And as always, have a good day.